Hi guys, so today's video is going to be quick and it's not going to be one of those usual boring money mistake videos like not saving money, budgeting, child support, not investing enough, blah blah blah. Instead, I'm going to be going over 5 of the more interesting money mistakes I've made as an engineer. Now, do they have anything to do with engineering? Absolutely not, but I had to get those keywords in there somehow. So the first mistake is the most boring one, so I am going to get it out of the way, and it is letting my budget have too much control of my life. When I first started budgeting, and for almost a year after, I really let my budget have too much control of my life. Every action I took had to make financial sense, and if it didn't, I would play with the numbers and make changes to my budget until it did, and it wasn't great for my mental health and some of my relationships, like the one with your mom. I'm kidding. I still have a great relationship with your mother. Okay, all jokes aside, it wasn't great for my mental health, and I have a hard time sharing things that are a little bit too personal without using jokes. This was one of those times. I mean, no offense. I'm working with a coach, and he's encouraging me to be more vulnerable. Yuck. Thanks, Jesse. The second mistake is a little more interesting, and that is when my life got threatened over $60. The mistake here was I used Zelle, and I sent the person the money instead of them requesting it, because I actually made a more detailed video on this, which I'll link at the end of this video. But long story short, in April of 2020, I bought some dumbbells from this guy on the Facebook marketplace. Before we met, I asked if he would take Zelle because I was too lazy to go to the bank, and he said yes. Before I sent him the payment, I made him confirm on my phone, and he said it was all good, so I sent it. I go home, I almost die because of a car part goes out while I'm on the highway. Not long after I got home, I get a text from the guy I bought the dumbbells from, and he's telling me that he didn't get the $60. He called Zelle, and they told him that they weren't sending some of the payments because of the C word, which I didn't buy, but I looked into it. I tried to make things right, but the money went through on my end. He was saying it didn't on his. He never provided any proof. I felt like he was trying to scam me, so I didn't send him any more money. He ended up threatening me. I blocked him and went on with my life. So yeah, I learned some interesting lessons that day, and if you're interested in learning them yourself, you can check out that video. Now, the third money mistake is something that still haunts me pretty much every night, and that is not marrying the sugar mama from my Instagram DMs. You know, she was not half bad looking, and I'm sure when she was my age, she was quite the catch. No, I'm kidding. The third real mistake was spending all of my relocation money. When I got my offer to start my engineering career, I was given thousands of dollars, like a lot of money, to go from Texas to Michigan, and I spent most of it. I got massive furniture for absolutely no reason. I have a couch with 5 seats. 5. Even when all the boys come over, we all sit in the same. I have a dining room table that can sit 6 people. It's right behind me. What is this, the Last Supper? Now, to be fair, it is decent furniture. I won't need to buy any for a while, but I could have got something smaller. It would have made moving easier, and I could have used that money for something else, like strippers and coke. Mistake number 4 I have made is buying Adobe Premiere Pro. It runs terribly slow on my laptop. I can barely edit videos, and I record on my phone in like 1080p. Okay, I can blame my laptop on this one. Mistake number 4 was buying a $450 keyboard/piano at the start of the pandemic. So during the pandemic, I got bored, and I decided that I wanted to learn how to play the piano. Now, I had never played any instrument before. I thought the piano would be a good one, but instead of buying a really cheap one to start with, I got a $450 one that I only played for like 3 months, and now it just sits there in my room. It does look nice though, and to be fair, $450 is not a lot for a piano. Again, I don't know if I can call it a piano. I think it's a digital keyboard. The penis are really going to destroy me in the comments for this one. Anyway, it was still a beginner one, but I could have gotten one that was so much cheaper. I justified this by telling myself that the keys needed to have the right feel or weight to them so that I could get the real experience and see if I actually enjoyed playing it or not starting with a piece of junk. That was my justification for it. I think about selling it sometimes, but it just looks so good, and I really enjoy music. I'm gonna get back to it. I know people say that, but I will. Now, the 5th one isn't really a mistake, but it sucks to think about, and it is not putting more money into Dogecoin. I put $40 into Dogecoin when it was $0.0025. At the time of this video, it is at $0.25. I also bought more when it was at 2 cents, but I only bought $10 of it. I was in it for the joke, but damn, it sucks to think about because I am up 8,000%. But being up 8,000% on $50 doesn't exactly make you rich. And even though I've made those 5 money mistakes as an engineer, of course, they've all been valuable lessons. Now, if you want to learn more valuable lessons without making the mistakes yourself, make sure you watch this video. That's actually not bad. Next video.